Drunken Bumblebee.
Welcome to the first episode of Drunken Bumblebee, where two 20-year-olds discuss politics, news, and every now and then something fun. You know, my name is Wesley Ryan. This is my co-host, Moses Manning, and we're at my house because, once again, we're college students, so we can't afford shit. Now, let's get into this. Oh, by the way, we have two keywords today. For every time we say harassment, we gotta drink a little vodka. However, every time we say someone we know, we take a shot. Our shot glasses are over there. We've already gotten started. You know?
A little bit.
So, we're gonna go from here. We have our glasses ready. Take a little sip of this every time we say harassment. Now, Bill O'Reilly, piece of shit. We all know him. He makes shit up on Fox News. However, for some reason, he is the number one spot on broadcasting at his specific time on prime time. He has the most amount of views and all of that.
White privilege.
Wish we had some of that. So, Bill O'Reilly is being sued for sexual harassment cases. We already drank for that, and we're not going to do it again, so fuck off. He's being sued by 5 different women.
Fuebe.
5 different.
Fuebe. Alright.
And I think it's Cinco. But
Hey, I'm speaking my own language. That's Fuebe, alright?
They have settled 5 of these lawsuits since 2004. The New York Times revealed on Saturday. In total, the known settlements have amounted to about $13 million. Now, these allegations were created and they came about because of New York Times announced them and all of that. And it's bad. Obviously, it's bad because he's done multiple things. For example, he's made sexual advances that made a female host fall over. He
pushes her off.
He pushed his crotch onto her and he tried to kiss her and she was like, nah. She moved away, resulting in her falling over.
So he pushed his crotch on her and tried to kiss her at the same time?
I think that might be Donald Trump's lawsuit,
Yeah.
but Bill O'Reilly definitely tried going in for a kiss and she did not want it, so she tripped.
Rejected.
Second one is telling a female employee to buy a vibrator. Let's think about that for a second, because who knows the most about the female orgasm? Obviously, 60-year-old white men do. And he told her this, and this settled for about $9 million. Third one is, this one's probably my favorite because it's the weirdest fucking one. He called the woman up. He was like, hey, baby, how you doing right now? And she was like, ew, what are you doing right now? And he was like, oh, nothing. But in reality, he was masturbating on the phone.
Whoa.
Yes. His sound effects made it sound like he was masturbating on the phone while talking to this woman. And he went into graphic detail about his sexual fantasies. He's a very open man, so I gotta give him that. But at the same time, he's a fucking piece of shit.
Hold on. From my presentation earlier today, this is an example of seductive behavior. So it's unwanted, inappropriate, and offensive sexual advances. Some examples may include repeated unwanted sexual invitations, insistent requests for dinner, drinks, or dates, persistent letters, phone calls, or other invitations. So he's definitely hitting the sexual harassment criteria here.
Yes.
So yeah, he's definitely on the bullseye with this one.
Now these are just 5 that I haven't explained the rest of this one case, but these are just 5 that the New York Times disclosed to everyone. He's had 6 prior ones before this. And so he's had over 11 cases of sexual assault.
I think he has a problem. Like, after 1, maybe 2, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, 1 is
One's
too
big
many.
enough.
1's 1 too many. 2, that's just like, okay, you're just like, you really got a problem. 3 is like, okay, you might actually be like meaning to do this. It's like a DUI. After
Yeah.
one, you're like, okay, it might have been a mistake. Two, it's just like, okay, you might have a problem. Three is just like, god damn,
Go
dude,
to fucking jail.
get some help. Jesus Christ. Like,
And this is Fox we're talking about. He's the number one journalist on all networks, and it's on Fox. Fox has 3 lawsuits for racial discrimination already. So this is not surprising. And so he phoned this woman up, called her up, and he was like, oh, Baba, oh, yes. This is how I think Bill O'Reilly talks. He knows not how he talks. He's like, yeah, he talks like Albert Hitchcock, but not as cool. And he's calling her up, and not only was he masturbating, he was also on the phone with this woman, Miss Macris, on the phone with her, using a vibrator to pleasure himself. Now I'm all for kinks.
man, that's pretty fucking kinky.
Yeah, it's
Bill
kinky,
O'Reilly.
and like this is cool as shit. Like Bill O'Reilly, I like what you're doing, but at the same time, I wish you were doing it with consensual people.
Yeah, or just like by yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Like a normal person.
Yeah,
you know?
or like if you had a wife, I'm sure you have a wife.
Sure, he has a wife.
Use your wife. So he's had 5 of these, and these all came out. This is about a 3-day-old, 4-day-old news story. He has had, since today, 47 advertisers pull out. A couple of them just moved the timing from Fox to a different time on Fox. But over about 47 of his advertisers have pulled out. And some of these advertisers include Mercedes-Benz, like this classy car. They pulled out. Mercedes-Benz moved it to a different time. Honda.
They actually sponsored him in the first. I know Mercedes was like, like the first Hitler car, but like they actually. Why would you sponsor Bill O'Reilly? It's not like he's like some sort of athlete or people like look up to him. Like Bill fucking O'Reilly. Like
So,
you gotta be kidding me.
In their defense, since Bill O'Reilly has over 1 million views every time his show comes on, they use it to make money. Never mind the fact he's a piece of shit. Mercedes-Benz moved their time to a different time. Hyundai pulled out. BMW, Mitsubishi, Lexus, Ainsworth Pet Nutrition, Constant Contact, Credit Karma, Bayer, True Car. The list goes on and on and on. I think the only person who's staying with Bill O'Reilly's time slot that's like they didn't stop advertising is CFP Board. Now, I don't know who the fuck that is. No, wait. Sorry, wrong person. The company that's stuck with them, that continues to advertise them, is Angie's List. Some white woman. Fuck her shit. She probably voted for Trump. Fuck Trump. Oh, Trump-palooza. Here's our Trump-palooza section. Fuck Trump.
Fuck him.
Fuck that
Fuck
orange
him.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. Alright, now we're back. Yeah, so Bill O'Reilly had 47 advertisers pull out and everything. Now, he's one of Donald Trump. Fox News is one of Donald Trump's biggest supporters. So what did Donald Trump have to say? Was he like a good president who just announced that April was sexual harassment
Sexual
and
harassment is a wrong.
awareness month to prevent, all of these kind of offenders?
Sexual harassment is wrong. You should really, look into it and kind of, make sure all the allegations come out and see, it's not a good thing. 6, count them, not just 1, not just 2, not just 3. Skip the other numbers all the way to 6. What did he say?
So Trump, mind you, piece of shit, who just announced that April was 2017 National Sexual Assault Awareness Month and Prevention Month. We're not drinking it because fuck you guys. He will do, quote, will do everything in its power to protect women, children, and men from sexual violence. Okay? This is someone who is a president who should be saying these things. This is what Trump had to say, quote by quote. I think they are unfounded just based on what I've read. Totally unfounded based on what I've read. Bill O'Reilly is a good person. He's a nice person. I've met him. He's a well person. He is a good person. Donald Trump said this about someone who has 11 sexual assault accusations. This is like Aziz Ansari saying, oh, Bill Cosby's not that bad of a guy. Never mind the fact, he raped 54 women?
54?
54 women!
Yo.
This is like Aziz Ansari saying Bill Cosby should still be the epitome of comedy.
You know, that'd be like if you rape 54 women. Well, not if you, but if like my friend Chris, raped 54 women, I'd be like, oh, like if you ask me naturally, I'd be like, oh, he's a cool guy. But I don't hang out with Chris every waking moment or anything. If I figured out he raped 54 women, I'd be like, yo, that's...
I think I need to cut this friendship off real quick and, tell everyone he is a rapist.
I did not see that coming at all. That is very surprising.
But, Trump has to look out for Bill O'Reilly. Sexual offenders have to look out for other sexual offenders.
Yeah.
And that is a true fact. Donald Trump raped his ex-wife and he has multiple sexual assault allegations and one lawsuit against him. North Korea. Today is when Donald Trump meets with Chinese President Xi Jinping. And one of the things they're going to be talking about, among various other things, is North Korea. Because North Korea decided to test out a ballistic missile days before this meeting. And this missile happened to be in the Sea of Japan. About 50 kilometers? 50 kilometers from American bases and everything. So, and the bombs have been escalating since the very first launch. And it's been getting worse and worse. North Korea has been testing it and testing it. And China and North Korea have an obvious agreement because they're both communist. They're both communist allies, so China's obviously going to back up North Korea because they're communist. However, based on the agreement between China and North Korea, if North Korea attacks someone first, China will not back them up. They'll just be like, bruh, you fuck yourself over. Now you gotta deal with these consequences.
Bro, yeah, I'm not. That guy's kind of big. Like,
like
if you go after him, you got it. But it was like, if they start attacking you, I got your back.
This is like when you go to a club and the bouncer's obviously 6'3", huge, at minimum 230 pounds of pure muscle.
Bro, you're kind of drunk. Like, please don't swing on that guy. Like, if he swings on you, I got your back. But
bruh, I think I got this. I think I can take him.
I don't think
I'm gonna go talk to him. Let's see how this goes.
I'm not gonna get your back if you swing on him first, because that guy's kind of fucking big. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh man, I think I got this.
You think?
Alright, I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna check real fucking quick.
Okay, well, you do that. I'm gonna go talk to this bitch over here.
So this dude, if North Korea swings on the bouncer first, China will not help North Korea. They'll be like, you fucked up, you're gonna get your ass beat, you deal with this shit. However, if the United States of America attacks first, China will defend North Korea because that is the agreement North Korea has with China. That is one of their allied agreements.
So I'm China, I'm like, if you attack America, that really ain't cool. But if they attack you, I don't really like them anyways. Like, honestly, he's kind of a fuck boy.
He's a fuck boy.
I don't like him, and I'm going to go after. Exactly. I got your back.
China will protect North Korea. However, with Donald Trump as president, him increasing the tensions between North Korea and everything, and Scott Tillerson not knowing what the fuck he's talking about, this shit can go very badly if the United States attacks first, because China... Hey! Quiet! Hey! Toby! Quiet! Alright, well this...
We're not cutting this part out.
China has a lot of fodder. They have one of the biggest populations, so they can keep throwing people at us if we ever go to a war.
But we got drones, bitch.
We got all kinds of shit. Now, North Korea has been testing out their weapons and everything. Now, one of the things Donald Trump believes that China won't do anything about North Korea is because trade. And like you said earlier, they obviously do help North Korea a lot with trade.
Yeah.
However, there is still a political look at why China doesn't do something about it. If North Korea lost their empire and lost their country, what would happen to the people of North Korea? Look at Syria. They have thousands of refugees. Look at North Korea. They have millions of refugees. They will have millions of refugees that will want to go to China. China does not want those refugees. They're not gonna
Fuck,
want.
they got 1 billion people over. What's a couple more million? Really?
They're not gonna want these unnecessary amount of people to go to the country. So they obviously don't want something to happen with that. They don't want to increase that tension. So they're not gonna have a bunch of refugees come to China. Now, also South Korea. If South Korea and North Korea become one country, one Korea
Probably not
becomes a
anytime
democratic,
soon. Yeah.
and North Korea will obviously lose that war. It will be one Korea. Who's gonna be at their doorstep? U.S. bases. China is not going to want a bunch of U.S. bases right at their doorstep, testing out shit.
Yeah, they think the ones in South Korea are close enough.
Yeah,
What
South
about
Korea
North
is way
Korea?
too
They're
close.
just like, yo, that's oh, come on, guys.
Yeah, so it's like that weird friend who keeps trying to get closer to you and closer, and you're just like, bro, I'm going to need you to step back because our knees are touching and I don't feel you that way.
It's like that weird friend that's close with every other one of your friends, because the U.S., they have bases everywhere. You look in Germany, you look in Spain, you look in Portugal, hell, you look in Africa, you look in Japan. U.S. is everywhere. We got bases fucking everywhere. And they're like, hey, we want one over there. China's like, no, I don't want to be friends with you, guy. You're friends with... Can you take not having a friend?
Exactly. So China is not going to want us, pretty much essentially their enemies, right at their doorstep. So they're looking at it that way because it's not just trade, it's politics. They're going to have a million refugees. They're going to have us right at their doorstep. They're going to have all these problems, and not just that, they don't want to lose a communist leader. So all of these problems will come up, and Donald Trump thinks it's just trade, when in fact it's more than that. It's politics, it's refugees, and China is going through this nationalist phase too, as Russia and as America and all these other countries. So they're not going to want all these problems. But so just think of China as not wanting to deal with that close friend or that creeper friend and everything. Alright, well that's all we have for this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all of what we said. And we were coherent enough to be understood.
Yeah.
But if you're following along at home, sure as shit hope you're drunk as well. Because if not, it would be real sad. So, if you enjoyed it and you want to get drunker next time with us again, like, comment, and subscribe to us. This has been Drunken Bumblebee with Wesley
and Moses.
Adios.